one thing that's really interesting, we got to just take a little excursus here, is to note how Jesus interacts with women and how the Gospel of Mark portrays Jesus' interaction with women. Now, in our culture, what happened here at this dinner party may not be so obvious to us, but in the ancient culture, what she did would have been rude. You have a group of Jewish men and having a meal together, and for a woman to come in and interrupt the fellowship of a group of men was at least a breach of etiquette. But at worst, it was downright rude and disrespectful. But Mary doesn't care. Good for her. She wanted to see Jesus. And Jesus doesn't care. He appreciates her for it. He could care less about social convention and norms. There is a woman there that wanted to see him, and Jesus always has time for that. So in a culture that routinely treated women as property, Jesus honors and elevates her. It says she is the one that gets it. Meanwhile, what are the fellas doing? What are the men in this story doing? They're grumbling about the budget, and they're posturing about poverty. The woman, she sees what is truly valuable and special at this time. No man has demonstrated that level of commitment. She broke what would have been, a $50,000 jar of nard and used it not for anything other than an expression of affection for Jesus. She blew it all. One-time event. And it's gone. It's forever gone. And she didn't care. She wanted to express her love and devotion to Jesus. And listen, that's the way it often is. Women, you tend to be more spiritually attuned than men. It's a fact. Sorry if I hurt your feelings, fellas. But that's the way it is. Women tend to be more spiritually attuned. And that's a gift. God has gifted you with that. Jesus is surrounded by 12 men. And these 12 men are future apostles and pastors and church planters and ministry leaders. And while they're looking at their spreadsheets, this woman gets it. She understands how important and special it is to share a moment with Jesus. And so she comes in and she embarrasses the men with her devotion. She gets it. Ladies, just let me say this. As a pastor, I can't emphasize enough just how important it is and how the sensitivity and the gifting that God has given you and how needed that is. This church, this body, we all as one another, we need everything that everybody can contribute to build us all up, to bring us all into maturity, to help sharpen one another. And there is something unique that men and women both bring to the table. And in this opportunity, in this moment, and in the Gospel of Mark throughout, Jesus highlights and elevates what women do that's unique. When everybody else in the culture, this is something that is revolutionary. That Jesus treats women as equals with respect and dignity, not as property. He honors her. He says, this is what you are. You're doing something special and valuable here. And this is something that as a church we need to recognize, is that everybody has the image of God, and everybody has something unique to contribute to our own edification. Women, without your wisdom, without your insight, without your sensitivity, without your leadership, this church is in bad shape. This church, we don't want this church to be a group of dudes in a cloistered room disseminating decisions and giving marching orders. We want a community of people that is building up and caring for one another, each bringing our own gifts the way God has designed us, in an orderly way as God has prescribed in Scripture. But this is something that we all contribute to. I am so thankful for the women in this church and the leadership and the initiative that I have seen from you. And I just want to take this chance while the Scriptures give us the opportunity just to say thank you and encourage you to keep doing it and to do still more.